Every day is a good day for fishing in Willoughby, with some days being better than others. Today the old fishing hole is also the swimming hole, and being patient means a little more than just catching fish.
We're never gonna get a bite at this rate. Those kids are scaring all the fish away.
Well, just be patient and we'll wait them out.
How long can they swim before turning into prunes?
I'd say all day. You've forgotten what it's like being young and on summer vacation with nothing to do.
Oh, yeah.
You should be glad they don't have snorkels and flippers. They be under the boat by now.
Snorkel? What's a snorkel?
Haven't you seen pictures from Mexico or the Caribbean of people swimming with breathing tubes above their heads?
Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
It's a lot of fun. With a mask and a snorkel, you can be an underwater explorer.
This is Chan Canab Lagoon on the island of Cozumel in Mexico. It's a natural aquarium with over 60 species of tropical fish and is a favorite for divers from around the world. Dive shops offer all the equipment for diving and snorkeling and will help you find the watertight fit that's right for you. They have small sizes just for little kids and can fix you up with a life vest for floating around on the water. Knowing how to swim is important, but not needed for snorkeling around looking at fish. For the more adventurous divers, there's scuba. It means self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Basically, it's a tank of air strapped to your back with a hose for breathing through. It allows you to swim underwater without coming up for air. Some of the most interesting fish and coral formations can be found in waters from 15-foot depths to shore. Fortunately, little equipment and skill is needed to visit these wonders. And trying something new can be a little scary for some, and for others it can be a whole new experience. It takes a little time to adjust to the new surroundings. Learning to relax while actually breathing with your face underwater takes getting used to. Soon you're on your way swimming with the fish. It looks like you could reach out and touch them, but don't be fooled. Fish are much faster than you are, and you'll probably never touch one or they'll never touch you. Some folks just aren't too sure about this underwater equipment. Too many straps around your head can be a bit uncomfortable. Some people take to snorkeling like a fish, and some people need a little more time to work up to it. Now that we've gotten used to using our mask and snorkel, let's go out for a swim around the lagoon. Communicating underwater can be a bit tricky. Body language is important, mostly in the form of waving a lot. It seems we've collected some friends out here in the lagoon, and when kids get together, adventure is not far behind. Let's take an underwater tour of the world beneath the sea. The lagoon is mostly sand and coral reef. Here's what seems to be an old rowboat long ago sunk and forgotten. This group of yellow-tailed snapperfish gather around the coral in bunches. That's why people call them a school of fish. Old sunken ships make a good home for the fish, with plenty of food and places to hide. An old boat anchor is covered with barnacles which attract tiny little fish that eat it. And those tiny little fish attract larger fish which eat them. This is a spotted trunkfish, sometimes called a boxfish because they're protected by a bony box of armor. Butterfly fish are common and come in many colors. Coral, often called hard or soft, is a basic building block of all coral reefs. These living plants of the sea provide a feeding ground for fish as well as help clean the water. Without coral reefs to provide a home for small fish, our oceans would be a much different place. Here's a spot-fin butterfly fish having lunch under a pillar coral. Some fish are hard to spot at first. This yellow stingray can blend into the ocean floor for protection. As their name implies, these fish have the ability to discharge an electrical shock. Lobsters are bottom dwellers that use well-developed legs to crawl about. Snorkelers can spot spiny lobsters by looking for their long antennas sticking out from hiding places. The yellow stingray grows to be about 12 to 15 inches long. There are others that grow as large as 5 to 8 feet across. Another common fish to the Caribbean is the queen angelfish. It can grow to be up to 18 inches long. From sea anemones that sting and paralyze small fish to giant sea fans that collect tiny pieces of food from the water, the ocean is a delicate balance of life. It is very important that snorkelers not touch or take anything from the sea. Contact from your hand or flipper can permanently damage the delicate animals that in many cases takes years to evolve. Snorkeling can open a world to you never before seen and will give you a great appreciation for the things that live there as well as those who only go to visit.
Hey, wouldn't it be great to catch one of those 5-foot stingrays? What kind of bait do you need for that?
You'll never see one of those in Willoughby Lake. Trout and bass are about all there is in here.
Assuming the kids haven't scared them all downstream by now.
Well, we'll just have to ignore the kids and be a little more patient.
Well, I know that, and you know that. But do the fish know that?